year 4, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Like the first 3 years, everything remains the same. It remains open. The only things that will change in this one will be the factor they don't really cover a lot of Harry's classes after his name is spit out of the Goblet of Fire. But like the opening of the game again will be like the last 3 years. It's gonna be a lot of exposition. So of course, this is where we're kind of sort of introduced to Voldemort's baby-like body, or form rather. He doesn't have a body yet, but we're introduced to the Riddle House. We're introduced to more to Harry's, the pain in Harry's scar. Let's see here. This year, of course, once we get to Hogwarts, we'll be introduced to the Triwizard Tournament, which will be playable. The tests themselves will be playable, so you'll get to go retrieve the egg from the dragon. You'll get to swim in the Black Lake. You'll get to navigate the maze and get sent to the graveyard below the Riddle House, and you'll get to fight Voldemort, and then of course within everything there'll be classes to attend here and there. I think in dealing with, like, say, Rita Skeeter, that will be an exposition. That will be more, not exposition, but narration. It'll be more narrational. So if Rita Skeeter happens to be in that scene and it's just you and her, or just in general, it'll be a cut scene to where it deals with her. Let's see here, what else? We'll see the Yule Ball. We'll actually see the Yule Ball in this one. I think it would be neat to do like a little side quest preparing for the Yule Ball. Of course, in the movies and in the books both, McGonagall teaches her house how to dance. So that will be a side quest. I don't think with this one, there's not really going to be a way to do this Fred and George's store. So we won't see their stores, seeing that it's not, or we won't we also won't be gathering lost items because the fourth year deals with so much. It deals with the Tri-Wizard tournament, so a lot of it will be dealing with prepping for that, for each task, and dealing with the factor that Harry's having this unknown connection to Voldemort's thought, and the fact that Mad-Eye Moody's not the actual Mad-Eye Moody, and so on, you know. But there will be, in hopes, some gameplay, and where it's needed there will be narration, which means it'll something that just a lot of it will be dealt with like in between each gameplay, and of course it'll follow the book more than the movie. I think that's where they kind of went wrong with the originals, is the factor that they try to combine both what they described in the book with what was shown in the movies, and then at times it's like, well, we're not going to put this in, but let's put something else in that wasn't a part of the movie or the books, and it just threw everything off. With this particular game, it went from being open world to very, very closed, and it was a two-player game, meaning that well, of course you would know what two-player means, but basically if you had another controller and a friend to play with, the only person who would be left as an NPC would be whoever wasn't picked. So if you played as Harry and your friend played as Ron, Hermione would be an NPC. But the problem with this setup was, if, like me, I didn't have a friend to play with, let alone another controller, which left the other two characters that I didn't choose unchosen, ran by the computer, and they were always underfoot, or it took them forever to help out with a spell because they were busy following you instead of using Wingardium Leviosa to lift up something. And it was more puzzle based, so you had to constantly go through each level again and again to unlock the next level. But this one, like I said, it'll be like the other ones. It'll be still open world, so you have the freedom to roam around. But I believe with this one there will be more narration, less playable things. But because of that, the tasks will be a lot longer. So, you know, you'll go wherever to prep for the first task, which is to grab the egg from the dinosaur, the dragon, and so on. You'll kind of go to wherever the trio are going to figure out these, to help either to help Harry prepare for that task, or like after gathering the egg, they're trying to, once Harry figures out how to get the clue from the egg, they're trying to figure out the clue. So there will be some playable moments there, but I think the majority of the playing will be surrounded by within the test. So getting the egg from from your dragon, saving Ron from the bottom of the lake, navigating the maze, saving Cedric from a bewitched crumb, and answering the riddle from the Sphinx, and so on. And it there might be other places to put in gameplay which will be hard to figure out, being that this whole year is mainly centered around the Tri-Wizard Tournament, which means we actually don't see a lot of what goes on within the classroom setting. So, but yeah, 4th year, Goblet of Fire. The biggest thing that happens, Voldemort comes back, and we find out that Mad-Eye Moody wasn't the real Mad-Eye Moody. It was Barty Crouch Jr. Under the influence of a polyjuice juice potion. So yeah, that's Goblet of Fire.